in New York, Pacific Life and Annuity will be introducing an index-linked periodic payment rider. And what the index-linked periodic payment rider will do will permit the annuity payments to increase based on changes in the S&P 500. That's Standard & Poor's, stands for Standard & Poor's 500. And the way it works is this. You have initial payments, and if the S&P 500 changes by a certain percentage, the annuity will increase by the same percentage up to a 5% cap. So if the S&P 500 goes up 15%, then the annuity payment will go up 5%. If the S&P goes up 2%, then the annuity payment will go up 2%. What happens if the S&P goes down 10%? Well, the good thing about this is that the annuity payments will not go down. So it has some benefit of the upside, and it does not have the downside. So your payments get frozen at whatever level they were before the payments go down. And the payments are reset on an annual basis. So the change in the S&P 500 is measured on an annual basis. So it's what they call a point-to-point adjustment. Now what this will do for someone who has a long-term horizon, it has the potential to give them a participation in an index up to a limited amount with little of the downside or eliminating the downside that one normally associates with those type of investments. How does the pricing compare between a standard fixed structured settlement payment, a COLA adjusted, a fixed COLA adjusted structured settlement payment, and now the index linked periodic payment adjustment? Well, the one that's going to give you the most bang for the buck initially is going to be the fixed payment. There is a cost associated with any type of cost of living adjustment. If you go with a fixed COLA, what's going to happen is your benefits in the long run will be higher, but initially will be lower. And the same thing holds true with the indexed linked periodic payment rider for Pacific Life. However, again, if you have a long-term horizon and you're looking for some way to diversify your structured settlement or the form of your structured settlement, this may be something for you. And again, it's going to be a rider. It will not be a separate annuity. It will be a rider to their existing contract. And the good thing about that is that from the standpoint of the brokers that you work with and the settlement planners, is that it can simply be quoted on the Pacific Life software just like any other quote. It will not require any great machinations. So it can be quoted instantly as soon as the product rolls out. It's going to be able to be quoted in whatever states the Pacific Life structured settlement annuity is approved, or in the case of New York, the Pacific Life and Annuity Company structured settlement annuity. I think personally that this is going to be a very good way for people to diversify their structured settlement payments and give them a solution where there was not a solution before. Structured settlements already provide income tax-free payments for those receiving damages for physical injury, physical sickness, wrongful death, workers' compensation. And to maintain the integrity of its product with this new rider, Pacific Life went out and sought and received a favorable IRS private letter ruling. So those people who are interested in the index-linked periodic payment adjustment rider can feel safe and secure that this really works tax-wise. So now attorneys have an additional option for the structuring of their fees. So you can get a fixed indeterminable payment, a flat payment. You can have a cost of living adjustment like you've always had, fixed cost of living adjustment, and now you have the ability to tie your structured attorney fee payments to changes in the S&P 500. Now again, just to repeat, it's not the complete change in the S&P 500 because there's only a cap of 5%. But if you think about this, if the S&P 500 were to go up 10% for 5 years, your payments would go up 5% for 5 years because of the 5% cap.